Alongside Coach Seth Greenberg, Kevin Connors here in studio. So much to unpack. It's a great win for Kansas. We're going to talk about that. But, Coach, it's hard to ignore the storyline for Duke that in the second big game, Kentucky, and then this one, they failed to execute down the stretch.
Yeah, turnovers down the stretch absolutely kill you. You got to get a ball on the glass so maybe you can get to the offensive rebound. And you want to get the ball in the middle of the floor. But once you get it to the middle of the floor, you're going to see this slow cut right there. Knueppel's got the ball in the middle of the floor. Now you've got to create space. He's going to spin freeze it. All right, you see that freeze. He's got a kick out for Cooper right there on the left-hand side. But James cuts in, which takes away the lob and also a kick out to the left side of the floor for another three. So as you look at that play, and if we could run it again, it's real simple. They did a great job of getting Knueppel the ball in the middle of the floor. But he did not read the defense. Here's a little shallow cut. Face up. We got space. Cooper flag clears out. Freeze it right there. And you see James. James is right on top of Kon Knueppel. Now, look, Cooper flag's got to get in what I call a window. He's got to get in the vision of Knueppel for that kick out and the step-in three. But the spacing, obviously, James absolutely came in and cut into the space that could create another scoring opportunity.
Meantime, Bill Self said his team is a work in progress right now. Coach, they've beaten North Carolina, Michigan State, and Duke here in the first month of the season, and they beat Duke without their star player, Hunter Dickinson. How did Kansas win this game?
They won this game with experience. They won this game with K.J. Adams and his toughness, his ability to defend, come up with big rebounds, the leadership of DeJuan Harris. Badunga came off the floor, came off the bench, and made big play after big play. An experienced veteran team that just made enough plays down the stretch to win a basketball game. To me, you think about last year, Kansas had no depth. Kansas had no shot making, all right? They were limited. This year, you go into the portal, you add pieces to the team, that core group, what I call the big three. You take away one of the bigs, but all of a sudden, different guys stepped up at different times. Think about Rylan Griffin's three at the end of the first half. This game was a prize fight. There are so many rounds to this game. Things that happened, how Kansas came out early and threw haymakers because got into their defense, took out Kon Knueppel, took out Flag. Then all of a sudden, you know what? Duke came back with playing with pace, playing ahead of the defense. It was an absolute prize fight.
There's so many great moments in this game. Obviously, one of them that Kansas fans might have seen go two different ways. The play with Hunter Dickinson here, Coach. What exactly did you see on when he got tied up with Malik Brown here?
He got fouled, and it's a flagrant too. Watch it. Like, what was his intent? You see him roll over, and the foot came down. I mean, like right there. That is intent right there. That's just the way it is. Look, I like Hunter Dickinson. I think he's good for college basketball. He's competitive. He's had an incredible career. But in that moment in time, you've got to remain poised. It was a tough physical game. It was a hard foul. Both guys fall to the ground. But you could see, you could see his leg. And again, I can't speak for him, but to me and for the officials, it looked like there was an intent, and that is a flagrant too.
Let's try to spin things positively for Duke here, Coach. It's been the first month of the season here. They're not a young team, but they're led by young stars in Kon Knueppel and Cooper Flag, obviously. What's John Shire going to take away from the first month of the season?
This is why you play these games. You play these games to learn about your team. You play these games to put your team in these type of situations. You play these games to play against different styles of basketball to help your team grow up. So Duke's going to be better. They're going to be better in late game situation. You know, I talked to John a great deal. They spend a ton of time in late game situations. Spacing wasn't right. But these games are great for college basketball, and they are really good for Duke, big picture.
By the way, they got a really good look at the buzzer there. It just didn't go down for Knueppel, and Kansas comes away with another big win.